All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy B to the K to the D and the Nas in the building. It's been a while, and we're back right now in the building. So, um, I hope I am not disturbing and I am not being um annoyed, you know, because I left for a while and yeah, we're here right now. I hope everybody understands and just that I've been busy a little while and then things are going on, a lot of things. And today I'm just here for question and answering. So once again, let's give it to you. It's your boy B to the K to the D and the Nas in the building, aka Read AD, as we always do it. So before some questions come in, I'll be playing some lovely song, for the one that is close to my head. Please share, 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 share. Share to your friends and families, share to different groups. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend that we're in the building right now and we bust it up. Yeah, it's really necessary. It's really necessary. It's really necessary. We need it. We need the share. Yeah. So, in case you have any question, you can put it in. But one thing I want to tell you today is that it's really important that in this life at the moment that we will give ourselves to God, believe in Him because nothing is too late. When we think there is no way, God brings another way into our life and make things happen miraculously. And it is really necessary that we give Him all the things, the appreciation. So everybody that is here at the moment, I say you are blessed and may God bless you. And as we finish this live stream, you will learn something, and I'll also take home something with me. And that is all that matters here. We are not here for the fame, we're not here for the money. We're just here to have fun, we're just here to chat, we're just here to get to know each other, and we're just here to understand one another. Yeah. So first of all, I want to share something small, that I have learned over the years since we are in December, the month of December, and then we're all doing Thanksgiving and appreciating the Lord. Let me share something that I have learned all this year and the miracle things God have done to me or for me and my family and my loved ones. Um, Honestly, with this coronavirus, working in and here and every day is not just something light or easy, but God has made it so amazing and wonderful for all of us. Yeah, and then I stand here in the name of me and my family, and I say I thank God and I appreciate what He has done for us and keeping us alive. It hasn't been that easy, you know. So I will say that, and I thank the friends also that are also around us. Sometimes the friends that we also choose to mingle around with or talk to also help us in so many ways to overcome some challenges in situation and in life. That is why it's really necessary to choose your friends and don't let your friends choose you. Some friends can let you down, some friends can let you up. So quality people only, you know. Make sure that you surround yourself with quality people only and not just anyone just like that and then you just add them to your life to to make your life miserable and keep you stranded and everything. So for me, generally, I would say friends can help you build up, and the same friends can also wound you. But depending on whom you choose as a friend. Yeah. And also, we cannot talk whilst we forget our parents, no matter how parents have been so mean, wild, weird, say a lot of things, both negative and good about us, we still have to honor them with the um we still have to honor them with that love, kindness, patience, humility, understanding, and also letting them know that we do appreciate every single thing they have done for us and we don't take them for granted. One thing we must also understand as youth growing up is that parents will always remain parents, and you can't just change your parents. No matter what you do, wherever you go, whether you, I don't know what to say, but whatever you do, whatever comes up, whether you like it or not, your mom will always remain your mom, your dad will always remain your dad. You cannot change that anywhere. And they are the only one that can cut your life short or make you live long because God already stated that, you know, honor and respect your parents so that your days might be long on this earth. Because God knew or God knows that they are the people that can cut your life short. So, yeah, if you are here, raise your hands up. Let me see you. Let me see you. Let me see you. If you are in the building, let me see you. Let me see you. Share, 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 share so that we can start the conversation. Share that we can start the conversation. Uh, it's a good one. It's a good one today. It's gonna be amazing. Gonna be amazing. Share, share, share with your friends. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend that B to the K to the D and the Nazis life right now, and we're giving it to them. Yeah. Well, before people comes, if nobody's asking question, let me just say maybe people are tired and they're sleeping right now, or maybe the activity is running up and down. It's also understandable. But those that are here can ask questions. As those that are not here, uh, I'll be just answering some simple questions, and then let's see how it goes for the day. It's important. Hmm. Hey, the house is really quiet today. Oh. Why? Why everywhere they silent like that? People don't want to come online. What is wrong? I know it's been a while. It's been a while. I came on. I came live, but at least guys, join me. Join me. Join me. Let's have fun. Hmm. So I'm gonna answer some 10 questions. Yeah, 10 questions about myself. So that those that don't know me will get to know me in case you come to watch the video later. So the first question is what are the two things you can't eat for breakfast? Uh, Basically, normally, generally, I am not a breakfast type. I'm not that type that eat breakfast. So it wouldn't be that difficult not eating breakfast. Yeah, it will not be a big problem at all not eating breakfast. So, but one thing I don't see myself eating early in the morning in case I wanna just even get involved eating breakfast. One thing I don't see myself eating is this maybe early morning fufu or something like that. That is what I don't see myself doing. Yeah, that I don't see myself doing it at all. So yeah, apart from that, maybe yeah, fufu, heavy food, and also mm, maybe cold drinks. Yeah, cold drinks. That's what I don't see myself eating or drinking in the morning. So yeah, and then the second question um, is mm, what is always coming but never arrive? Uh, Smart question. Who can guess what is always coming but never arrives? Whoever guessed this, oh my god, I'm gonna give you 10 euro. What is coming but never arrives? Smart question. Let's go. Who is here live? Coming and never arrive. The answer is tomorrow. Because we always keep waiting for tomorrow and tomorrow never comes and it never shows up. So it's always today. Yeah. And then the next question is what can be broken but never held? Yeah. What are the ladies in the building? This one goes for the ladies in the building. Bust it up. Yeah. What can be broken but can never be held in hand? Mm. What can be broken but can never be held in hand? Mm. It's a promise. Promise can be broken but can never be held in hand. But talking about promise, what I hate in my life, one of the most things that I hate in my life is for somebody to promise and fail me, or we agree. Um, like we agree on something and then the person disappears of IMAL and then you don't see them. Yeah, that is one thing that breaks my heart a lot. Or somebody tells me like, okay, I will come by quickly or give you a time, and then you wait for that time and the person don't show up. It's really hurtful. Yeah. So I hate to do it to other people. I don't like it be I don't like people to do it to me as well. So yeah, basically that is what I hate, I think the most. Yeah. And the next question is what would what word is spelled incorrect in every single dictionary? One word that is always spelled incorrect in every dictionary. And it goes like this incorrect. So it's like incorrectly. It's always spelled wrong, I guess. Yeah. And the next question is what goes up and never ever comes down. Since I'm here alone, mm, let me be asking and answering it myself. Yeah. Mm, what is it that leaves? What goes up and never come down? Age, yeah, and fire. When you just do this fire flame, when it goes up, it just disappear, never comes down. And age also goes up and never comes down. So these are the two things that make sense. But people who add age and others that people who add time, yeah, sorry. People who add time and everything, but it's just round, 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 come back again. So I don't see that one as part of it though. But so the age, yes, and fire, okay, bust it up. That is the real answer. Yeah. Yo, guys, where are you? Where are you? Nobody day here. Hey, not even a single share today. Oh, waiting happen. Hmm? What happened, guys? Nobody they show up today. Everybody go to sleep. It's eating chinchinga today. And then the next question is what what never ask a question but get answer all the time. It never it never ask question, but it get answers all the time. And it's just easy if you know, you know, your call phone or your cell phone or your handy phone, mobile phone. It never ask question, but it always get answers. So brilliant. Yeah. So in case you are here and you also have a question for me to answer, you can just send me a question and I would be delighted and grateful to answer. Yeah. And you can also help me by sharing the video for everybody to know that we in the building. What do you say? Yeah. And I will be grateful for that. And then the next question is if you have one you want to share, if you have one, comma, you want to share it. But once you share it, you do not have it with it. What do you think it is? It's something that you have, and once you share it, you don't have it with it. What is it? It's a secret. See? Pull your legs. I know you don't know, but you say you know, so it's fine. Well, yeah. So fast forward, fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. Let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. Mm. And also, I would like to talk about um, couple of things, that we do as youth that's maybe in a relationship that we want to get married or something like that. And mistakes we often do, that keeps happening and happening after generation and generation. And I don't know if we realize them or we don't realize them, but one thing is for sure, it keeps repeating itself that we have to deal with, we have to talk about, we have to make sure that it is solved because it is not helping the household, it is not helping anyone, neither me nor you. So this is what I will say that or how I will just put them into one piece. How to make a peaceful home, how to keep a peaceful marriage, peaceful relationship, and then also bring our children's up, like how we will bring the children up, in a good and a moral and understanding and caring way. Because don't forget that beginning of understanding is wisdom. So there are these mistakes our parents did, or let's say lack of knowledge. Yeah, but it's not an excuse though. But what do we get to do? You have nothing to say. Yeah, so all these mistakes happened, and then it keep repeating itself in our family. For instance, maybe your parents grew up, or you grew up in a home that your parents always quarrel, fight, argue, and then you have the mindset that you don't want to build such similar home, or you grew up knowing how your father was a cheat or mother was a cheat or an armed robber or anything bad, or no, all those negative bad things that you can think of that you don't want to grow to become such a person. But you end up following the same lead or falling into the same lead. Let's just talk about the physical side. We know that it have spiritual side, and yeah, anything can be dealt with. But let's talk about the physical side for now. Maybe another time we can talk about the spiritual side. So with the physical side, when you are emotionally attached to something, it reflects and shows in your life, whether you like it or not. You might not know it, you might not understand it. But one thing is for sure is that when you are in the situation, you don't realize them until somebody tells you. And if you are not somebody who is patient and more reasonable, you might not even understand or give a listening ear because you don't see it. This is why it's good to learn, it's good to allow yourself to be taught, to unlearn and to unlearn what you know and learn everything again, so that you can fit into a new mindset, a new lifestyle that you want for yourself, your future, and your family that you want to build, so you don't repeat the same mistakes your parents did or your family did. Because imagining that bringing um, a wild animal from the bush and trying to tail it at home and then make it looks like a pet in the house, like try to make it like a cat or something like that. One day it's gonna grow wild. One day it's gonna go back to its natural um, state, and then it's gonna just be wild the day it gets time to escape. If, for instance, like the animals they bring to the zoo, when you go to the zoo, they are there for people to go and watch. But the moment they get the chance to escape, regardless, they have been there for so many years. They've been training them, keeping them there for so many years. But the day they escape, they are wild, and anything that comes their way, they want to kill it, you know. So sometimes we overprotect our children or our family or our loved ones without realizing the negative effect that can have, or can cause them, like can change their way of living without realizing it. So the day they get the chance to go out, the day they get the chance to do other stuffs, then their life changes. Then they begin to be somebody else. Then they are no more like the person they used to be anymore, because of what they have been dealing with from infancy till date. And this is why we have to pay more attention to the kids. We have to pay more attention to the details. Details are really, really necessary and important to pay attention to. But I just got to realize, or not just get to realize, but I've realized over the year that We don't pay attention to details. We just need the content, and then we just keep flowing and going without doing any investigation, asking what went wrong, how did it happen, why did you do this or that. All we care about is, okay, it has happened. Let's blush it. Let like trash it off. Let's put it in the dark air. Like let's cover it up. Let's throw it in the trash can, and then let's move on. No, you don't move on like that. The person might forgive, the person might move on, but one thing is certain, the person can never forget how the situation went down, how it was solved. They will be laughing, moving up and down with you or with the offender, you know. But at the end of the day, they still got it at the back of their head what they have been through, how they are going through, and every single thing. You know, how people also, and why all these things happened is because people are ready to get married. They are prepared for the wedding and not the marriage itself. They are prepared to do like go extra mile, spend a lot on marriages, and then just be with each other, have that necessary fun that they want to have, travel around the globe, everything. But they are forgetting that they are also going to bring another human being to this earth, to this planet, to this world, that also need attention, care, affection, understanding, and most of all, caring. You know, giving that child a listening ear, understanding the child what they want and what they don't want, how you can teach them to compromise in different situations. We don't get that one, and we don't focus on that. But what we mostly focus on is what we want the child to do, what we think is best for the child to do, and what we think the child should do, what he should ask and not to ask. We live in a generation that a child is not even supposed to correct his father or mother because they are wrong. I'm not saying the child is to disrespect or is allowed to disrespect the elderly ones. No, I don't totally agree on that. But we should teach them in a way and how to talk, because your beauty, your appearance, and your first impression, that impression will get you where you want to put you in that seat, in that position that you are looking for. But the moment you open your mouth to speak, that's what we get to know. You tell us who you really are. You can show me who you are by your actions, blah blah blah, all those pretense, yeah. But the moment you open your mouth is going to determine who you are. So I have one thing that I normally say, that it's a first impression matters. Even now, even dogs know that first impression matters. So they all well behave from the very beginning just to get your attention and everything. So everybody knows it. So everybody wanna behave calm, blah blah blah. But one thing you shouldn't forget is that character is like pregnancy. Attitude is like pregnancy. Your lifestyle is like pregnancy. You can never hide it for long. Even if your belly don't show up, you are definitely going to give birth on the ninth month, and we will know you were pregnant. And that is the fact. So I don't support that. So back to what I was saying, I don't support a child disrespecting the elderly ones, but we should teach them how to talk, how to ask questions. The way the child asks question, you don't like it, you feel you feel disrespectful, you think that the child has been disrespect you, and all those empacament, all those things. One thing that I see about all this thing is that you should not let that to let you stop the child from asking questions or answering questions or standing up for the right or the good, but instead you should be the one to influence the child to do good and better for themselves. You should be the one to tell the child that no, the way you put that question was not supposed to be so. This is how you put question. This is how you do it, and this is how you don't have to, like, the do's and don'ts you have to show the child so that the child knows. Because as God already said, we should show the child the way so that if he grows, you know, it's like a platform. Give the child a platform. In another word, give the child a platform so that he can stand on and grow well in the and grow well in the society and wealthy on, like, caring. He will be that type of person you want him to grow, because the child have a free memory. The memory is plain. You are the one going to write on. You decide how the child grows. So what you start with the child is what the child will end up being. We understand society can change children, friendship can change children, but when they are growing up, you are the one to decide what friends they choose. You are to decide in which community, in which society you want your child to grow in, because community, the society have big influence on the children. So you, the mother or the father or the parent, have to make sure that you know what you want the child to become, what you want for the child. you know Direct them based on their talent, based on how their shape in life is, so that if they grow, they will be a perfect man or woman in their own fashion. you know we don't put children in a condition that we are expecting them to behave like a robot. Sit down, sleep, sleep. Allow the child to be free. Put time for the children, timetable. Line up the things that the kids you want them to be, how you want them to grow. Check their assignment, check their homeworks. What are they studying? How smart is the child? What does the child wants to do? you know, and support them from that very young age. Especially in our community, you will see a talented young kid, maybe wants to play football, want to be an actor, wants to maybe athlete or anything like that, like something with sports or maybe entertainment and everything. But like, we grew up in a society or a community that if you are not a doctor or a lawyer, there is no respect for you, or let me put it that way. Because growing up in the house that everybody want their child to become a doctor, everybody want their children to become a lawyer, your parents are dictating for you what you should become in the future. You can put the child in that school, in that university. That's why today we have a lot of graduates, but they are unemployed. Not also because there are no jobs, but because they are all doing the same qualification. We have 1,000 people. If they say all the 1,000 people are doing the same qualification for one particular job, the other jobs, who is going to do them? So they need to be balanced. There have to be this equation, that is going to help. That, okay, you want to be a carpenter, you want to be a doctor, engineer, lawyer, um, artist, you want to draw, you want to paint, whatever you want to do. Give the child the access. You, the parents, have to do the research to know that this that my child wants to do, how can I make sure that the child gets to that point that he can earn good for himself, or how can I make sure the child gets to that point that he can benefit from what he is doing or she is doing. It's your job as a parent. It's your job as a parent to know all this and to make sure that all these things are done in a good way. But today, in the society that we live in, nobody cares. Nobody really, really give like a damn about it. All what the people know is to make sure that the children are grown. Yeah, go to school, come back, sleep, eat, sleep, and then fun, fun, and then we are not paying attention to the details of the growing of the kids, and that is really, really bad, honestly. But one thing that I will suggest is that the young parents, the new generation, the 21st century kids, you know, will be more intelligent to be like paying attention to details of how their kids should grow up and become. You understand my point? Yeah. So I've been worried these days when I see talented young kids and then their parents are not supporting them. They think it's not necessary because their neighbors' children or their neighbors' kids are just doctors and lawyers, so they want their also kids to become that. Maybe your child or your children are meant for other dimension. There are different dimensions in this world and in this life, particularly. So you have to just make sure that which dimension is my child growing into and wants to become. You understand? You don't just sit down and then just say anything and then or wish anything that is just in your head, because everybody have their own capabilities and the abilities of, like, everybody have their own abilities, that they are capable of. And you can't expect A to act like B or B to look like A. It's not gonna work. They are two different people and two different gender, and they have to behave according to their own um, upbringing, according to their destiny that they came to this world with. Because God that created us in a way that we all will grow up to become different people, unique in the society to fulfill a purpose in this life. So if you are stopping the child from doing what their spirit leads them to do, it's basically stopping the purpose of God in that child's life. You know, we know that some children can deviate. Or what you are doing, you are a religious person, you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, you are Buddhist, you are that, and we are all in the same world trying to make the world a better place. So if we are trying to make the world a better place, what are you doing, in order to make sure that your child grows up with that mindset of making the world a better place? Are you even thinking of your community, how your child can be a help to the society that you are living in, and not just how selfish interest, like your not just your selfish interest, to fulfill your own ego, pride and ego and all those um unnecessary unnecessary things, you know because sometimes it's so sad and then hard to find out that we grow up in that society and in that community that really really didn't bear good fruit, because everybody was busy chasing the wrong thing, running to the wrong direction. And it is not funny, but one thing that I have learned over the years, coming across thousands of people, communicating with thousands of people, traveling around the world, and then I got to realize that people need to be allowed to choose their destiny. If you take care of your child really careful, they will never mix their destiny. They will never mix their chance of growing. They will never deviate from how or what God have planted in them. That is really necessary. There is every individual on this earth. There is something that God have planted in you. There is something that God has said to you. There is something that God says, hey, my son, my daughter, go to this world and do this particular thing. It doesn't always have to be spiritual thing that, okay, spiritual gift. Everybody start looking, okay, God gave us gifts. Some are prophet, pastors, teachers, evangelists, and then everybody's just starting to be like, so if you're not part of those things, no, back then All those back then in 82, all those stuff. We had doctors, we had lawyers, and we had people who are also doctors but haven't been to school before who were doing operation. Operation started way back in Egypt when they used to use only needle, the one they used to sew clothes. Start doing operation, cutting people with knife and then operating them, making sure people are healed. And those people were never in school before. So your gift might be different. And today we see herbalist also as a ritualist or blah 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 or something else that sometimes it just baffles a little bit, baffles my mind a little bit. But if there is something that I can say about that, I will say that God told us to eat the fruits, the trees, the plants, and use the herbs as our medication. So why do we classify those people as evil? You know, one thing you have to understand is that whatever God is interested in, the devil is also interested in and can ruin it, destroy it, and waste it. And whatever that you are interested in, this is what brings up jealousy, everything, even in our midst as humans. That you will see that your friend is jealous of you, your neighbor is jealous of you, all those stuff. Because what you are interested in wants to do, and then you can't achieve, and the person can't do the same thing. Instead of them supporting you, they become jealous of you, and then they want to just bring you down. It's the same thing here that when God plants something in you and God wants you to achieve it, and the devil want to use another way to let you know that what God is doing is not good in your life and wants to let you divert from your original calling or what you can purposely do. So we shouldn't say because one pastor did something wrong, mean all pastors are wrong, or one traditional herbalist did something wrong, they are all wrong. No, shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and I'm not allowed to judge you based on your past or what somebody or someone told me about you, or because I've seen someone doing what you are doing at the moment with tricks and everything, and then I think, oh, this one is also a trick. No, everybody's different and everybody's unique. Everybody's beautiful, handsome, extraordinary, amazing, and we should appreciate and begin to love one another for the way we are, and we should not let a situation determine how we act and behave towards others. Love is amazing. Love is a beautiful thing. Love is something that we need to appreciate and understand between one another. We should give our children love, affection, understanding, caring, but most of all, discipline. Yeah, so going to the next topic, which is discipline. Discipline has been one of the most thing that people have abused over the years. I'll find time to explain this properly. Yeah, but today, just to brush it off, people have really abused this particular word for years. You know, we our parents will say, "Oh, I want to discipline you. I want to discipline you." They end up abusing you and then not realizing that they are abusing you, but thinking that they are discipline. It's all part of discipline. No, beating the child, leaving bruises on their body, beating them with hard stuffs like chairs, metal, throwing things at the children is not how you discipline a child. Discipline can be a warning, can be a straight talk, you know, can be a bedtime that you put the child to sleep. You do some small steps. But if you are beating them so hard, so aggressive, like your age mates, slapping your kids, knocking them down, that is not how we raise children. You are raising a criminal, you are raising an abuser who will one day become abusive person to their children, because this is how they grew up. And that is what I was saying in the beginning about the emotional trauma that people pass through based on the environment that we grow. I made example with a wild animal, when you train them in the room, blah blah blah, you want them to become soft. Like I made example with the zoo. It's the same thing playing back here. So if you abuse the kid and then you are expecting the child to grow up to become a better person, no. They will grow and have no single love for you. They will grow and will not understand what you're even trying to tell them to do. You don't abuse children. Children are not animals. Even animals have rights. Today we have animal right. But even if you abuse animal, somebody can take you to court and you can be jailed for it. Not to talk of a human being and mankind. You don't behave like that. Those days are gone. Adapt, understand that we're in a new era, that we need to show different love, different affection. Understand how we bring children up, understand the training, understand the caring. You are not the only person on this earth that you just want to train the kids anyhow you want. You just want to abuse the children. You just want to use them anyhow. They are not monkeys for you to put rope on their waist and tie them at one place. But that doesn't mean as a child you should disrespect your parents. That doesn't mean as a child you should also go around misbehaving. Nobody is above the law and nobody is beneath the law. The law is there, the law is here, we are there. If you go against it, and you have a problem. It's like a boundary in between two countries. You don't cross without a permission. What are the permissions? Your visa, your passport, your ticket. If you break those rules, you're gonna pay for it. So it's the same thing. So the children need to understand the rules of the house. Children need to understand their role in the house. So all come back to the parents. You have to let the kids know their rules. You know how you have to let the kids know what they need to do and what they don't have to do in order to make things right and good for them and their future. You know, today the abusing moment, I hate abuse. Honest person, like seriously, I hate abuse so much and with passion. You see family like mistreating their children, robbing them of their opportunities, robbing them of like every little chance they get, they just want to beat their children. And people find it funny. People start laughing. You will see on the internet today, um, the parents will just take something from the child will start crying, and then they are laughing about it and they are posting it, and nobody's talking about it. You're just stressing the child out, and you think it's funny. They are teaching the kids some bad words, some funny words, like funny, weird, bad words to say. Those are underage, and then they are posting them on internet just to make views, just to make the numbers, and then they're having fun. Like they are really, really happy about it, and they're just laughing. And if you check the comment box, all those young children, they are all supporting it. And I'm just like, what a world are we growing in? What are we building? What example are we setting for the younger generation? What are we setting for the new world? What are we doing? What is our main purpose? What are we trying to say here? What are we trying to teach our kids? It's terrible. It's really, really terrible that sometimes it just hurts me. But at the end of the day, we just have to talk about it. I hope that you come across this video. I hope that it makes sense to you. I hope that you have patience to listen and share with friends and family. I hope that you can also copy or record this site and also use it on your story status and let your friends and family know that abusing children needs to be stopped. Abusing kids need to be stopped. You don't stress children out, and when they grow to become bad people and we start blaming them, but we are the one who raised them in that way, in that manner, we should really think twice of what we are doing to the children, of how we are bringing the children up in order to make sure that the children live a good life and live a wonderful legacy. So today I will end my video here. Thank you so much, each and everyone that will come up with this video. Please join me, share, and let's stop abusing children. And I hope it will help one day. It's necessary to love, care, train children well. Peace out. Love you all. Signing out. It's your boy B to the K to the D and the NAS, aka Relay B in the building. If you know, you know. Thank you so much. I honestly appreciate those that shared, those that didn't share, those that commented, those that didn't commented. Whether you comment or not, I still thank you. I still appreciate you. One love. And peace out.